What's up, people? This is Jermaine.
And I'm Cherry.
And we are Dora Martin. And you're watching Ayshia, Armani.com.
Hey guys, you are tuned into another episode of Ayshia Meets with me, your host, Ayshia Armani. Now today I've got two very special guests joining me in the studio today. Now if you're on Twitter, you've probably been seeing for the past few weeks, people have been non-stop tweeting the hashtag Who is Dora Martin? Everyone from celebs to normal everyday tweeters have been using this hashtag, and I myself have been wondering, who is Dora Martin? So not long ago it was revealed that Dora Martin is in fact the singers Cherry V and Jermaine Riley, and they're going to have a chat with me today to talk about their brand new collaboration.
Just like gravity, I can't resist you. And the doctor said if you go there, you're gonna be in danger. So I said, give me one shot to protect me, 'cause I've got to catch this plane, sir.
How are you today?
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And I love what you're wearing. I even said earlier, I love the shoes, I love the jewellery, the hat. You know, who styles you? Do you have a stylist or do you put all the stuff together yourself?
Not right now.
Yeah, right now we're just kind of like vibing. It's like we make sure that our personal preferences come to the surface and whatever swag we're feeling at that particular moment. But recently we have been kind of trying to coordinate just so it looks pleasing to the eye. But yeah, it's done in a subtle way. It's not like a bait. Like, yeah, you wear this and I wear this. It's just done, okay, cool. What are you wearing? Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. The weather's helping too. So
Yeah,
that's a bonus.
So tell me a bit more about the collaboration. Like, how did it start? Like, how did it come about?
It started really organically. We've been friends for like, I hate to say it because it makes me feel so old. Been friends for like 10 years.
Yes, it's school.
Wow.
Yes, it's school, babe. Yeah, babe.
School.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we'd worked together, collaborations on each other's material and songwriting and stuff. And it was something that happened really organically. It's funny that it didn't happen sooner, but I guess nothing happens before its time. So it was just something that we just decided to do when we were both on separate sides of the world. And then it's just developed from there. First of all, it was going to be like, oh, let's just do a mixtape together. And then it was just like, no, let's make it a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now here we are, as Dora Martin.
So you worked on the track Peaceful Day last year together. Is that kind of where you thought, maybe, you know, this works quite well. Maybe we should, you know, do this all the time?
Well, obviously that was for my solo stuff, and I just kind of left the group Fundamental, aka FDM, and it wasn't a thing where I just wanted it to be like, okay, I wanted to sow the seeds for anything at that point. I just wanted the dopest people that I knew, that were close to me, people that I knew would, you know, deliver, and people that I knew would, like, when I wrote the chorus, I knew that, because I know how her voice works and she knows how mine works, and it's like, because we've been working for so long together, it was just like I knew she'd be perfect for the song, and I knew that it would, whether we shot a video for it or not, because that was a last minute thing as well. Like, we was just like, it's snowing, we have to do something now, tomorrow, let's go. So it was a thing where it wasn't really orchestrated, and it was just a thing like I knew just like our vibes would complement each other, and that's the reason why I wanted it on my album.
And also, you talk about that you've known each other for 10 years. Tell me one thing about each other that most people don't know about you guys.
Take your time, you know.
The more embarrassing, the better. Come on, tell me.
You go first, so I know how deep I'm going.
Jermaine is always late.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That
was kind of late today, Jermaine.
That was the nicest thing I could have said. That wasn't too deep.
I'm trying
what about
to think, because I still want the EP to come out after this interview. So I'm trying to think. She can be a bit bossy at times, but it's done in like a watch yourself kind of thing. I think she just kind of previewed it a little bit. She kind of previewed it a little bit. It's just like, oh, well, what are you doing now? You need to think about what you're doing before. That's basically.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So tell me a bit more about the name. Like, I've been trying to think. You know, where did they get the name from? What was the inspiration behind it?
When we first spoke about, as I said before, initially started out as an idea to be like a mixtape or something. And then when we decided to make it a thing, we were like, okay, so we're gonna have a name, or we're gonna merge together our two initials and make some crazy collaboration name which doesn't even make any sense, or are we gonna think of a name that represents both of us and our similarities and our character. And at the time I was traveling a lot, touring and performing, and 1 minute I was in Australia, 1 minute I was in Asia or France or wherever, and it got to a joke thing where Jermaine started calling me Dora the Explorer. And he was just like, I can't get hold of you, blah, blah, blah. 1 minute you're 10 hours behind, 1 minute you're like 5 hours ahead. Like, I was talking on Skype and stuff. He was like, hello, Dora, where are you today then? Like, kind of thing. And
Great. So going back to the project, do you want people to see you as a band, as a songwriting collective? Like, what are you? What is Dora Martin?
It's a duo. I think that at first it took us a while to kind of adapt to the fact that, okay, cool, we've got our separate solo projects, but at the same time, like, it's actually an official alliance. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not a thing where it's just like a little side project. It's like, for me personally, I've kind of put my solo aspirations to the side, because one thing I like to do is I like to be a part of something that's different, something that's innovative, and something that, fills a void in the marketplace. I mean, I'm not saying that my solo stuff isn't necessary, but at the same time, I don't believe being solo right now is going to be as important as being in Dora Martin, because I feel like the industry needs this, the UK needs this, and the music just sounds so refreshing, and I think our fans, separately, the Cherry Aids and the Heroes, are going to really appreciate what we've done, because it doesn't sound like anything that is out right now. Like people usually want to ask me, so what does it sound like? I'm really interested to see what the music sounds like, and I'm like, I have to either come meet you and play it to you, because I can't give you a reference. I can't say it.
So you couldn't really describe your
so
sound.
It's like, and that to me was a great sign that we were doing something right, and that the first time we do meet people, and they're like, they take a while to listen to the music, and then the first thing they usually say is, Mom, there's no one out right now that's doing what you're doing, and that for me is testament enough that we're doing the right thing.
That's what we want.
Yeah. So will you still be working on your own projects, or from now on is it just going to be Dora Martin?
For the most part, all the focus is predominantly on Dora Martin, but obviously we haven't, we never walked into this with the premise that, okay, cool, this is it, and how groups get from the very beginning, why's she doing that? She going solo. It's not even like that. It was like a situation where this wouldn't hinder anything solo wise, and it's only here. Dora Martin only exists to magnify what we're doing as solo artists and as what we can achieve as a duo. So it's just purely positive. It's not to hinder anything, and it's just like we may make an EP now and maybe not make one for the next 6 months, or maybe another year or whatever. But it has to come just like this first EP has come about organically, and inspiration has to hit us, and we're never gonna force it or it'd be a situation where, okay, cool, well, this is what people want, so it's just it has to come naturally, and I think that's why it's just come about as it has already.
Great. So speaking of the EP, you're going to be releasing it soon. Tell me a bit more about it. Who have you been working with? What can we expect from it?
We worked with a lot of UK producers. We worked with Cito and True from DG. I always get this wrong.
DJAFM.
DJAFM, Soundmasters and Three Minds, and we were so privileged to work with DJ Camper from the US, who also produced Jay-Z Somewhere in America on his latest album. So
Stuff.
yeah, that was crazy for us. I mean, because him producing for Jay-Z and then having a track on our project was amazing for us as well. And also we wanted to have a strong, streamlined talent of the UK throughout as well. So that was interesting. It wasn't about names, so to speak, because when we done the track with DJ Camper, it was before the Jay-Z stuff had come out. So it wasn't really about we need to get this person. It was about what music felt right and what you know, what we both just gravitated towards sound wise. And one of the really profound songwriter in the country called Jay Warner sent us, I think, one of the first tracks that set the tone for the EP. And he's someone who we both like. We really appreciate his talent. So I think he's been quite, what's the word? He's been quite, can we start again?
Helpful, inspiring.
Yeah, but he's kind of helped us to kind of set the tone for the project, I guess, or for the EP. Instrumental, that's it. That's the word.
I hate that when you can't really think of the word.
I'm like, it needs to come to me in like the next 5 seconds.
And you're performing this month on the 24th of September at Musicalize at the O2 alongside Brandy. Like, come on now, you must be so excited about that.
That is the pressure and the excitement together are just
like
crazy.
You don't even know how to.
Like, I think
what have you got planned? Like, you gonna do anything special? Come on, it's Brandy.
Yeah, but we can't really talk about it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it now.
Wait, the whole show.
The thing is,
she's like, I want to know.
We don't want to. We basically like.
You can tell me. It's fine. I don't tell anyone. No one's watching.
We basically want to bring the brand alive on stage, and we feel like the EP is consistent. It really hits home sonically, and it's just like we want to make sure that you get that live experience of who we are. And it's not just about, you know, obviously Brandy is who she is, and for us the premise is not just going to be like, okay, cool, we look to her because she's the vocal bible of this whole industry or whatever, and it's just like, you know, we really admire her gift, but for us it's more important to show that, you know, we're acting our own right, and it's a situation where, you know, we're giving you a preview of our concert, really, concert experience, and so it's not just going to be like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just going to be all that. Yeah. It's going to definitely be like a show. Like we wanted to make it a show. So
and about the art as well.
Definitely, and how we've approached the art is different. How we approach our styling is different. How we approach our videos and every aspect, our artwork and everything is kind of left of what people are used to. So we're going to try and emulate that same, you know, thing on stage, and so everything kind of flows streamlined.
100%.
Yeah, and is this going to be your first performance?
Yes.
Your first performance
Ever in life.
Wow, big stuff.
That's why I was saying that the pressure and the excitement. Oh my gosh, the bar is so high.
Yeah.
We both look up to Brandy so much on so many levels, and have done for the longest time. I mean, when we first even started talking, we first started working together, our main influence, we learned at the same time, was Brandy, along with Harmony and all the rest of FDM, and do you know what I mean? So it's a lot. And it's very significant for us, and it's crazy that this is our first gig together as a duo.
Yeah. So what else have you got planned? Like, you've got the Musicalize show on the 24th. Make sure you head over to that, their first ever performance. You've got the EP out. What else can we expect from you?
We're going to be dropping some visuals for the Dora Martians out there, and you know, we're going to be working on it. Come September, we're working on the second single, and it's gonna be exciting because we're always gonna keep you engaged. It took us a while to be out there and say that we are Dora Martin. So now it's a thing where, okay, we're gonna really batter it home. So you can expect.
Yeah, I've listened to some of your tracks, and the vocals, honestly, they are on point. I love it. Like, your manager showed me, and I really think what you're doing is really good.
Thank
you. You know, it's different, like you said, and you know, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here with me today. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. This has been Ayshia meets Dora Martin. Bye.